after getting the Achieving Scholarship. I applied for to continue my PhD at LSE, IR department, but I never got the visa. And that was on the basis that, according to what the first letter I received from the Home Office, the reason was that my presence in the UK was not conducive to the public good. And that did not, I never received an explanation.
The United Kingdom, once known for its openness to global talent and its commitment to international collaboration, has witnessed a concerning shift in its visa policies in recent years. This shift has been particularly pronounced when it comes to applicants from Islamic majority countries. Increasingly, individuals from these nations, many of whom are highly skilled professionals, students seeking world-class education or individuals hoping to reunite with family, are finding their visa applications rejected. This shift in policy has sparked outrage and concern, raising questions about the UK's commitment to diversity, inclusion, and its international obligations.
Amina El Ashkar, a bright and ambitious Palestinian student, had her sights set on the UK. After years of hard work and dedication, she received a life-changing opportunity, a full scholarship to pursue a PhD at the London School of Economics, one of the world's most prestigious universities. This scholarship was a testament to Amina's academic prowess and her potential to make a significant contribution to her field. With excitement and anticipation, Amina submitted her visa application, confident that her qualifications and the prestigious scholarship would pave the way for her academic journey. However, her hopes were dashed when she received a rejection letter from the UK Home Office. The reason provided? A vague and unsubstantiated claim that she did not meet the requirements for a student visa. Amina's case is far from isolated. It reflects a broader trend of qualified individuals from Islamic majority countries being denied entry to the UK. These rejections have left countless dreams shattered, families separated, and opportunities lost.
Amina's story is sadly not unique. Across the UK, countless individuals from Islamic majority countries, many with impeccable credentials and compelling reasons to study, work, or reside in the UK, are finding their visa applications met with rejection. Students with coveted scholarships, professionals with job offers in hand, and families longing to reunite are being turned away, often with little explanation or recourse. This pattern of exclusion has raised serious concerns about systemic bias within the UK's immigration system. The stories of these individuals paint a troubling picture. Highly qualified doctors from countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh, facing bureaucratic hurdles and opaque decision-making processes, are left wondering if their skills and expertise are no longer welcome in the UK. Talented engineers and scientists from across the Islamic world, eager to contribute to the UK's knowledge economy, find themselves questioning their place in a society that seems increasingly closed off.
The UK government, in response to mounting criticism, has defended its stricter visa policies, citing the need to prioritise national security and public safety. They argue that these measures, while undoubtedly difficult for some, are essential in a world grappling with complex security challenges. The government maintains that each application is assessed on its own merits, considering factors such as an individual's background, travel history, and potential risks they may pose. However, critics argue that these justifications, while superficially compelling, often lack transparency and fail to address the underlying issue of potential discrimination. The broad brushstrokes with which these policies are applied, they contend, raise concerns about whether individuals from Islamic majority countries are being unfairly targeted based on their religion or national origin, rather than on any credible security threat they may pose.
One of the most troubling aspects of the UK's visa policies is the lack of transparency surrounding the decision-making process. Applicants who are rejected often receive generic, formulaic responses, providing little insight into the specific reasons for their denial. This lack of transparency makes it incredibly difficult for individuals to appeal the decision or address any concerns that may have led to the rejection. This opacity has fueled allegations of discrimination, with critics arguing that the UK government is operating under a veil of secrecy, making it difficult to assess whether decisions are being made fairly and objectively. The absence of clear, publicly available criteria for visa approvals and rejections only serves to deepen these suspicions.
The human cost of these visa rejections is immeasurable. For individuals like Amina El-Ashkar, a visa denial represents more than just a bureaucratic setback. It represents a shattered dream, a lost opportunity, and a future shrouded in uncertainty. The emotional toll on individuals and families caught in this web of restrictive policies is significant. Students like Amina, who have dedicated years of their lives to pursuing academic excellence, are left questioning their worth and their place in a world that seems increasingly hostile. Families longing to reunite are torn apart by bureaucratic hurdles and opaque decision-making processes. The human cost of these policies is a stark reminder of the real-world consequences of immigration policies that lack compassion and fairness.
Section 7. Long-term implications, erosion of trust and global standing. The UK's increasingly restrictive visa policies have far-reaching implications that extend beyond the immediate impact on individuals and families. These policies have the potential to erode trust in the UK as a welcoming and inclusive society, damaging its reputation as a global leader in education, innovation and cultural exchange. The UK's universities, once beacons of academic excellence and diversity, are already feeling the impact, with declining enrolment from international students, particularly those from Islamic majority countries. This loss of talent and diversity not only harms the universities, but also deprives the UK of the economic and social benefits that come with attracting the best and brightest minds from around the world.
Section 8. Charting a different course towards a more just and equitable system. Addressing the challenges posed by the UK's current visa system requires a fundamental shift in approach, one that prioritises fairness, transparency, and a genuine commitment to welcoming global talent. This requires a multi-pronged strategy that includes increased transparency and accountability. The UK government must provide clearer, more detailed explanations for visa rejections, allowing individuals to understand the specific reasons for the decision and enabling them to address any concerns. Addressing potential bias is also essential. It is crucial to acknowledge the potential for bias within the system and take concrete steps to mitigate it. This includes implementing diversity training for visa officers, reviewing and revising existing policies to ensure fairness, and establishing independent oversight mechanisms to monitor the decision-making process. Strengthening appeal mechanisms is another key aspect. Robust and accessible appeal mechanisms are essential to ensure that individuals who believe their applications have been unfairly rejected have a fair chance to have their cases reviewed. By taking these steps, the UK can begin to rebuild trust, attract global talent, and create a more just and equitable immigration system.
Section 9. The urgency of dialogue and reform. The issue of the UK's visa policies is complex, with valid concerns about security needing to be balanced against the rights of individuals and the UK's commitment to diversity and inclusion. Addressing this challenge requires open and honest dialogue involving policymakers, academics, community leaders, and those most affected by these policies. It is through such dialogue that a deeper understanding of the issues at stake can be fostered, common ground can be found, and solutions can be developed that address the concerns of all stakeholders. The urgency of this task cannot be overstated. Section 10. Conclusion. A call for justice and fairness. The UK's visa policies, particularly those affecting individuals from Islamic majority countries, demand urgent attention and reform. The human cost of these policies, as evidenced by the experiences of Amina El-Ashkar and countless others, is simply too high to ignore. The UK must recommit itself to the values of fairness, equality and opportunity that have long been hallmarks of its society. By embracing transparency, addressing potential bias and strengthening accountability mechanisms, the UK can create an immigration system that is both secure and just, one that welcomes global talent while upholding the rights and dignity of all individuals. The time for action is now.